we are really going to have a long race today because everyone wants to be the lover of the gravel. Gerald, now 5 seconds behind, is hunting down the race leader Samuel King, who is ice cold focused in Zandvoort. He's had a couple of lapses in the previous races, but he is relishing this track today. Raikkonen, could this be another overtake? Beautiful, goes wide and gets the outside, and what a beautiful overtake from Raikkonen. The Gardens F1 driver is absolutely enjoying it. Gerald Hamilton has the most beautiful relationship with the gravel. He just loves it today, doesn't he? Oh, Raikkonen, a perfect race for him, and then he gets into the barrier, but he gets, oh no, a heavy spin for him, means all the overtakes he had made have gone to waste. Sam about to start afresh yet again. Kadugara gets a lifeline. Samuel King absolutely flying up there. If there ever was a hard track for most of the drivers, it's Zandvoort, but it's a track that Samuel King is enjoying, and the moving ads community will be happy with the way he's driven so far. Oh, that's beautiful. The Nigeria Gardens F1 team drivers are going at each other in a very tricky corner. Have to be cautious, absolutely cautious, that they don't take each other out. A flying lap by Gerald sees him come within 3.7 seconds of Samuel King, the race leader. On board with Samuel, with Buell. On board with Kadugala, beautiful overtake from the Black Oaks community driver right there. Can Raikkonen get the overlap? Can he get the overtake? Yes, he does. Beautifully done. We are on board with Raikkonen, the Gardens F1 driver. He's into 6th and just about two seconds shy of the leadership. We had separated by 2.8 seconds. Gerald is hunting Samuel King, and Samuel King will be hoping that Gerald will visit his girlfriend, the gravel, yet again, to give him a bit of a lifeline. He needs to push harder. He needs to drive like he means to. What has happened to Kadugara? Into the gravel, and again, not his race. Not the race he wanted. Absolutely not. But Gerald Hamilton showing why he is the championship leader. Oh, Samuel King went into the gravel, and that is all that Gerald needed to take over. And now he leads the race yet again. He is your championship leader, is your race leader. Raikkonen in 5th, a result that Eric will be happy with wherever he is today. Can Samuel King close in that gap? Can he close in on his race, on the race leader? And he's being overtaken by Joel Kamadi. Yes, he's been overtaken. Can he get back into it? They collide, but just not enough for them to go off track. And Joel Kamadi runs away. He's into second. And now the hunt is on for Gerald Hamilton. Raikkonen finds himself in fourth. He needs to close the gap that separates him and Samuel King, which is 27 seconds. He's able to do that, and he's definitely going to be on in on this race. On board with Joel Kamadi. And now Samuel King. Can he find Joel Kamadi? Can the moving ads driver find him? We're on board with Kadugala, who is hunting down Raikkonen, and 2.7 seconds separate the two. But there is your race leader, Gerald Hamilton, absolutely flying away from everyone. 4 seconds separate him and Joel Kamadi. Does Joel have enough power? Does he have the car to push and get to the Williams car? By the look of things, he does, because now what separates the two drivers is 1.6 seconds, 0.9 seconds. Anytime now, we could see an overtake. They touch just a little bit, and Joel has gone, Gerald into the barriers. Samuel King finds himself in second yet again. What a race we are having. Quite the race we wanted, and quite the race we are being served by these drivers. No one is leaving anything to chance. Can Gerald hand down Samuel King? By the look of things, he can. He's pouncing and prancing and getting ever so closer, ever so closer. Any moment now, we could be seeing another. Oh, there's a collision! And Joel Kamadi and Samuel King have collided. And that means that Gerald Hamilton takes back the leadership of Zavot. What a race we are having. What a race we are having. It is now on for Joel Kamadi to hunt down Gerald Hamilton again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been on the edge of your seat, you may want to grab the floor, because the action seems to be coming from everywhere. And there we go. Joel Kamadi overtakes Gerald Hamilton to go into the leadership of this race. But Hamilton is not giving up. It is all about the patience. It's all about the calculated risks. And for the viewers, they want to see more of the collisions and more of the drama. Who is going to blink? Will it be Joel Kamadi? Will it be Gerald Hamilton? He seems to be going for the overtake, and he does make the overtake. These two are giving us the kind of race that we want to have. Joel Kamadi coming at him yet again, and he overtakes. Ladies and gentlemen, I may need some water at this point, because what a race we are having. The race leaders are leaving nothing to chance. But now we go to where third and fourth position, where Raikkonen and Samuel King are having a go at each other as well. We are into the corner. It's quickie bump time for Samuel King, because Raikkonen is not giving him breathing space, but now he gets some bit of breathing space, because 1.2 seconds separate the two. Gerald Hamilton is into pole because Joel Kamadi has pitted, and Raikkonen has entered the pits as well. Everyone seems to be entering to the pits. Samuel King is in the pits. Kadugala is in the pits. Everyone everyone has pitted. Joel Kamadi has pitted past. Could he have gotten the perfect undercut? He's come out and is right behind Gerald Hamilton with 16 seconds behind the race leader. That means one thing and one thing only. They have to attack. But any point from now, we are going to see Gerald as well pitting, and with the 17.2 he has, he could come out in third position if the pit is swift and clean. Raikkonen hunting down Samuel King. Here we go. 0.3 seconds. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Any moment now, we are going to see an overtake. We will keep with these two because that is where the race is. Samuel King and Raikkonen are having a go at it. Look at that. Every corner matters. Every swift turn matters. The Ugandan's F1 driver is hunting and hunting. Could he have his overtake? Just not yet. Because he protects that inside line, forcing Raikkonen to go out, and he protects his lead. A beautiful drive by Samuel King in there. We're just 14 laps out, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a couple of 12 laps to go. This is the race we signed up for. This is the race everyone wants to have. And Raikkonen goes into the gravel as well. Everyone loves the gravel today. Gerald is into the pits. Your race leader is in the pits. Can Joel Kamadi come out and take the leadership of this race? Is it enough for him? That's a little bit of a long pit for the Makere F1 driver. But let's see where it comes out for him. Gerald Kamadi and Gerald has been overtaken just by a small distance. My goodness me. What a race we are having, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. I need milk at this point. But Gerald is not giving up. Joel Kamadi is all over that track, and that is why he's been overtaken. He was rotating around all over the track, and that gave Gerald just enough ammunition to overtake him. But Joel Kamadi is hunting him down. Could he have the power? And yes, he overtakes. My word. I might leave this place with a headache today. What a race. What a moment. Joel Kamadi needs to skip that straight line and he needs to just push that car. But Gerald is right behind him, breathing down his neck, and that could be. And Gerald is into the barriers. Can he come back on? Not the kind of return he wanted, and is being overtaken by B-Wall, who is now into second. A very unfamiliar territory for the Ugandan's F1 driver, but he will take it any day. B-Wall is yet to pit. What a race we are having, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. Joel Kamadi enjoying a 9.4 seconds lead on Gerald Hamilton and B-Wall, and he will be happy with it. But he needs to push more, he needs to be calm, and he needs to ensure that he creates a considerable distance between him and Gerald. 16 laps of this race done. 20 laps to go. laps is what we're remaining with. And B1 is into the pits. He's coming out. Let's see where he'll come out. He's come out in 6th. The kind of position you would want to find himself in. But now, he's got to close in on his teammates. We're now on board with Samuel King and Raikkonen. These two are giving us a race. It's pound for pound. Oh no! And Raikkonen went into the barriers and kissed the gravel. Well, everyone is kissing the gravel today, so but Raikkonen maintains his position because he got quite a considerable amount of time between him and the rest of the pack. But B1 finds himself in 5th. Now, separating him and Samuel King is 11 seconds. B1 has to push and push because he needs to finish within the top 4 positions for the Guardians F1 team to be able to get the Constructors' Championship. Joel Kamadi on board with the race leader, Joel Kamadi, finding himself in the kind of race he wants to have. But he needs to be cautious. The difference between him and Gerald is now 6 seconds. He needs to push more and more and more. Gerald is taking the leadership because Joel, as like everyone else, has an infinite beautiful relationship with the gravel. B1 is into the gravel as well. What is happening in Zambia today? And Raikkonen spins again. My goodness. Kadugala and Joel going at each other. We are on board with the 2 drivers now. Joel Kamadi and Kadugala. Who will come out of this alive? Who will come out of this a survivor? Because Joel Kamadi is being attacked by Kadugala. And Kadugala has overtaken Joel Kamadi, who was hit slightly by Kadugala. So he needs to. Oh, what a race, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. Not the kind of race the drivers will be happy with. Kind of race the viewers will be happy with. Lots and lots of collisions. Kadugala edging ever so closer to Gerald, his nemesis. They love to race against each other. They love to attack each other. They love to go at each other. And now we are separated by just 1 second. Does Gerald have what it takes to keep Kadugala away? Does he have it? Any moment now, and it's hammer time. Kadugala is he finds himself in a position he definitely wants to be in. Now, Gerald has got to hunt and make sure that he gets his man while protecting his back from Samuel King, who is also coming closer. Kadugala has got to push, and he's gone into the barriers. Everyone today who takes the leadership has in one way or another found a beautiful relationship with the and Samuel King is into the gravel as well. What is happening in Zandvoort? What is happening in Zandvoort? If there's anyone who is happy about what's happening with everyone kissing the gravel and the barriers, it has got to be B-Wall, because he's been gentle on the track and he's maintained his pace, and now he's into fourth. Joel Kamadi hunting down Kadugala on the hand foot again. What a race we are having. 22 laps done. Kamadi finds the barriers again. If there ever was a race that some drivers will want to forget, it has got to be Zandvoort. For some of these drivers, they may not need to go to the gym, because the fight they're having with one of them, ultimately enough. Kadugala being hunted by Gerald, and he has turns and corners to maneuver, which means he doesn't have the straight line pace that he wants to have yet. So it's all to do now. It's all to do now for him. But Gerald loves the hunt. You cannot tell who's going to win this race, but be free. Predict on our Twitter pages and Next Level Experience. Predict and tell us who you think is going to win this race, because the winner might actually get 10,000 of airtime. And B-Wall has found himself in the ground as well. Gerald edging ever so closer. 5 seconds separates him, and he's gotten the fastest lap. Does he have the pace to take over from Kadugala? Just not yet. But they are just close. 0.3 seconds. Gerald, so focused, so attentive. Here we go. Any moment now. And here comes Gerald Hamilton. Does he have it? Oh, and he's spun! He's kissed the barriers. And now, it's all to do yet again. What has happened? He's not gotten the kind of return he wanted. And that means that he's brought closer Joel Kamadi, who is now 1.6 seconds away from him. And we could see more drama. What a race we are having here today, ladies and gentlemen. What a race indeed. And Kadugala will be very happy with that incident, because guess what? He's 14 seconds away from the next person. Raikkonen in 6th. Gerald in 2nd. He has a whole 15 seconds to hand down. And there is, oh no! Joel Kamadi. Samuel and Joel Kamadi with a collision. If you're out there, there could be 10,000 shillings of airtime to win today, because we do not know who is going to win this race at this point. It could be Raikkonen, it could be B-Wall, it could be Gerald Kamadi, it could be Gerald Hamilton or Kadugala, despite the 14-second gap he has on everyone else. What a race. We have 11 laps to go and no one is biting yet. B-Wall is edging ever so closely to Joel Kamadi. Samuel King edging ever so closely to Gerald Hamilton. The focus, the tension. This is what we want to have. This is the kind of race we love to watch. But not the kind of race the drivers want to be involved in, definitely. What a race. Kadugala is flying in no man's land. Absolutely flying. Raikkonen has to be patient. On board with Gerald Hamilton, who is hunting down Kadugala. With just over 9 laps to go, this is the race. Samuel King driving alone in there. Gerald Hamilton trying to close in on that gap, but just may not be enough. A second pit would mean the first person to pit could actually come out and win this race by all means. So you have got to predict, you've got to make your predictions now and tell us just who is. And now we are on board with Raikkonen, because he's hunting down his teammate B-Wall, who is in 4th and is separated by 4 seconds. Gently, Kadugala is caressing that steering wheel gently, and it's given Gerald Hamilton a lot of work to do, a lot of things to think about. But you know what? That is where Kadugala wants. That is where he wants to be. That's the race he wants to have. Laps to go. 8 laps to go. This could be anyone's race. This could be anyone's race. But where is Joel Kamadi? Into 6th is where he finds himself. And someone has been cautioned that what a race, ladies and gentlemen. Kadugala on board with the race leader. He's enjoying this race. He's having a flyer. 12 seconds separating and Gerald Hamilton. But he's enjoying this race. He's having the race of the season so far. This is where he has always wanted to be. This is the kind of race he's always wanted to have. He's often spoken about how the system is against him. But today, it's all about him. It's all about what he does next. 6, 7 laps to go. And Gerald just had a slight moment there where he almost went off the track. My word, ladies and gentlemen. This is such a race. Raikkonen. The corners are coming faster, the drivers. Some are blinking, some are not blinking. But that is the race we wanted to have anyways. This is the race. Raikkonen hunting down his teammate Biwol. But it's Gerald Hamilton flying out there, trying to close the gap between him and Kadugala. Still 12.9 seconds. 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go. And Kadugala will hope that nothing comes between him and this race, because he needs this win more than anything. The Black Ox community needs him to win this race more than anything. He's come second several times. He's come third several times. He has had a DNF in some occasions, but this is a race where it all looks like he could be having the race of the season, and it looks like he could be taking it home. What a flying race Kadugala is having. Needs to continue pushing and creating that distance between him and Gerald. Beautiful turn by Gerald Hamilton right there. Absolutely beautiful. Maneuver that corner that has been a problem for him beautifully. And now he can sense it, he can start smelling the opportunity, but it's still a long, long way to go with 5 laps to go. Everyone pitted for hard tires, and that only means one thing. Everyone will not be entering the pits yet again. Brilliant decisions by these drivers. If I'm Biwol or Joel Kamadi, this is the time to pit and go for the fastest lap. A race like no other. And we are 4 laps away from finding out who gets to win this race. Because now, and Gerald has closed the gap to 11.8 seconds now. We could have a very cagey end to this race. We could have a very, very cagey end to this race. Oh no! Raikkonen into the barriers. Not what he had expected to have, and he spins yet again. Dear me. And he's failing to get back on track. Gerald Hamilton hunting, 3 laps to go, 11.7 seconds to go. Who will be winning this race? Who will be winning this race in Zandvoort? And Gerald has cut the leadership to 10 seconds. The race that was for Kadugala seems to be opening up. What a race we might have. Gerald has given it everything. Joel Kamadi is back into 5th. B-Wall is into 3rd. And he's also giving it everything. The difference between him and Samuel King is a whole pit stop. He could pit and come out still in 3rd. And B-Wall is now cutting down on the difference between him and Gerald Hamilton. With just 2 laps to go, Kadugala leads this race with 10.6 seconds. On board with your race leader, Kadugala. Flying away, he is. And B-Wall spins. He spins yet again. Oh no! That has brought Samuel King back into it. This is not what B-Wall wished to be dealing with 2 laps to go. It means he has to hunt even more now, despite being separated by 2 seconds. Samuel King has to be patient. And very, very, very patient. Kadugala absolutely enjoying it out there. 9.9 seconds separate the 2 drivers. 1 lap to go. Anything can happen in Zandvoort. Anyone could take this race, but as it stands, it's Kadugala's race to take home. And what a race we are having, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. Gerald Hamilton going for the overlap. And he just about gets it. Gerald and Raikkonen are having a bit of a greeting. Oh, almost run away. Can B-Wall get his man? Yes, he has. He's back into 3rd. He's back into the podium places. We are on the final lap. Can we get on board with the race leader? We are on board with the race leader now. And he wins the race. Kadugala gets his first win of the season for the Black Oaks community. He takes it in Zandvoort, and what that means for him, you can see what it means for the driver. He's absolutely enjoyed it. Gerald comes home to second. Oh my goodness, what a race. Can Bewell come home to third? Can he get it? Can Bewell get his first podium of the season? Here we go. Can he get it? And yes, he does. He gets his first podium of the season. Samuel King comes home to fourth, and Joel will come home to fifth. But what a race we have had. What a race we have had in Zandvoort. This is what it means for the drivers. You can hear all the joy and all the fun. Everyone has enjoyed that. The drivers may not have enjoyed it, but the viewers have ultimately enjoyed it. A first podium for Bewell, a first race win for Kadugala. His second actually for Kadugala in this championship, meaning he's closing down the gap at the championship leaderboard. What a race we have had. What a race we have had in Zandvoort. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back. We will be back. But what a race. What a race. My word.
love Formula One because I'm intrigued by the amount of engineering that goes into it, the amount of speed these drivers take, and the risk dare reward that comes with the sport itself.
Welcome to the first ever Formula One eSports Championships in Uganda. And this is proudly brought to you by Next Level Pro Gaming. And I'll be your commentator, Moses Ichoro.
My name is Emron, and I will be your